listening to the Path to Mindset Mastery podcast. I'm so excited you're here. And today is all about morning routine. Because you've heard morning routine is super important before, right? But have you ever been stressed out that you haven't been able to complete your morning routine? You ever felt that way? We're going to dive into why that is and how to beat that in this super short episode today. My name is Brad Bizjack. I'm a mindset coach and inspirational speaker. And for the last 3 years, I have worked with thousands of entrepreneurs and home-based business owners and help people just like you shatter the limiting beliefs holding you back from your dreams and overcome all the self-doubt and negative self-talk so you can truly create the life that you deserve. This is the Path to Mindset Mastery podcast. I have such a special treat for you today. Before we get into morning routine, I surveyed hundreds of my clients and I asked people, what do they need? And the number one thing, 100% of them said the number one thing they need is they need something that shows them how to get them to do the things they know they need to do. And so I listened to it and I created an entirely free online course which is going to teach you how to turn consistency into a habit. Imagine consistent days of unlimited time doing the things that actually matter. What if you could get out of your own way and move your business 2 steps forward without moving 3 steps back? This free course is going to teach you how to do the things you know you need to do, but for some reason don't do them. It is yours 100% free. It's linked up right below this episode. Make sure you gain access to that today, and let's dive into morning routine in this super short episode today. So, what I want to talk to you about today is when you're dealing with or trying to get a morning routine off the ground, you see all these successful people doing it, right? You need a morning routine. You got to get up at the 5 a.m. club and all these things. And you got to make sure and do your visualization and your meditation and your affirmations and all these things. And you try to build it into a list of things that you need to do, right? What I used to do is I used to say, this is my morning routine that I need to get done every day. And I would literally schedule it out. At 9 a.m., I'm going to stretch for 10 minutes. At 10 a.m., I'm going to do meditation. At 9:20 a.m., I'm going to visualize, right? And I would go through and I'd list out all these things. And then what I started to notice is that every day I was doing them, I would feel really, really good when I started. But something would get in the way of me completing the routine. And so I was so freaking frustrated that it didn't get completed. And I got stressed out that I didn't get completed. I was talking to my coach about it and telling her how I'm like, I'm trying to get this morning routine stuff done. I know it's super important, but for some reason I can't get myself to finish the morning routine and it's stressing me out. And she goes, Brad, what's the point of a morning routine? And my mind exploded. I realized in that moment that I was doing morning routine with the wrong intention. My morning routine was I needed to stretch, meditate, visualize, be grateful, read personal development, write in my book of proof, do affirmations, plan out my day, study an online course, go and do an exercise and work out for 90 minutes, walk the dog and listen to a personal development audio. Needed to do some pull-ups, needed to do all those things, and I needed to do it perfectly. And if I didn't do it perfectly, I ended up getting stressed out. And I realized in that moment, the purpose of a morning routine is not to get your morning routine done. The purpose of a morning routine is to prime yourself to feel alive. It's to prime yourself to feel alive. So if you're going through your morning routine and you can't get it all done, I work with people all the time that do this. They feel stress. Like, I can't get my morning routine done, so I'm not going to be successful. That is perfection. Perfection is not possible. Stop putting it as an objective. It is not possible to be perfect. What is the likelihood that you're going to be able to do your morning routine that you planned out perfectly at the exact times that you planned it without any interruption, especially if you have kids? 0% chance. 0% chance you're ever going to be able to do that. So you're priming yourself and setting yourself up for failure. That's not a fun place to be. The purpose of a morning routine is to prime your day to be successful, not to be perfect. And so there are going to be days when you have so much time, and if you have so much time and you want to get everything done on that morning routine list, cool, do it, amazing, it's fantastic, it primes you to be alive. But if the purpose is just to complete the list, you're doing it wrong. The purpose of a morning routine is to feel alive. And can you do that without doing all the things on the list? Of course you can. So on the busy days, on the days that you know that your kid's going to wake up or you have other stuff going on, what I challenge you to do is to ask yourself when you wake up, what can I do today to prime myself to feel great? What can you do today to prime myself to feel great? Is it possible to do that with a 5-minute meditation? Yes. Is it possible to do that with a 4-hour morning routine? Yes. You can do either one and it primes you to feel great. But you need to realize that just because you miss a morning routine item does not mean your business is going to fall apart. It does not mean you failed at a morning routine. Morning routine is just a habit of priming yourself to feel alive. And that way, when you give yourself permission to do a morning routine that way, it becomes less about doing it right and more about doing it for the right reasons, which is about priming yourself, feeling alive. And is it priming yourself important? Of course it is. If you can spend time in gratitude and meditation and reading personal development, do it. But don't get down on yourself when you can't. It's possible to have an amazing morning routine doing 5 minutes of gratitude and exercising for 30 minutes in the same way that it's possible to do the entire thing on your list. So the whole point of this very, very short episode today is just to remind you to let go of perfection with your habits. Let go of perfection with your daily habits and allow yourself to do them imperfectly. Allow yourself to focus on the intention of them instead of just checking the boxes. If your objective of doing a gratitude journal is just to check the boxes, you're missing the point of a gratitude journal. Because then you're going to feel, if you're living in perfection and one of your perfection items is doing a gratitude journal for 5 minutes and you do it, but then you're stressed out for 23 hours and 55 minutes the rest of your day, does the gratitude journal work? No, it doesn't do shit for you. It's missing the point. Let go of perfection in your rituals. Let go of perfection in your morning routine, and you will feel so much more alive every single day because you don't feel like you need to get it all done in order to feel good. I hope this served you today in this short episode. Don't forget to download the consistency course below. Imagine so much productivity and consistency and momentum in your business. Imagine moving your business 2 steps forward without taking 2 steps back. Imagine getting yourself to do all the things you know you need to do. This is an entirely free course for you. Download that right below this. And as always, if you're finding value in this, share it with other people, screenshot it, put it on your Instagram stories, give us a rating and review. It always helps us to reach more people, and it helps us see that we're doing a good job serving you. So I hope you found so much value in this today. My name is Brad Bizjack, and just remember to go out there today and every day and live your life with a genuine smile on your face. You're only one mindset shift away from doing so. I'll see you next week.